today's topic is Directive Principles of State Policy. Directive Principles of State Policy. What does this mean? DPSP basically means that there are certain guidelines. There are certain guidelines which are given in the Constitution. Where they are given in the Constitution, and these are the guidelines which tells the government, or which tells the state. When I see this word state, by state what do I mean? Just tell me. India, exactly. So how India should make its policies, that guidelines are given in this. Again, I will explain you what is DPSP. DPSPs are guidelines. They are non-binding rules, non-binding rules which are to be kept in mind, when government is making laws. Is that clear? DPSP एक तरीके की ऐसी गाइडलाइंस है, ऐसे कुछ लॉज हैं जो कि सारी सरकारों को, सारी गवर्नमेंट्स को अपने दिमाग में रखना पड़ता है when they are trying to frame the law. For example, free legal aid. There is a law known as free. There is a DPSP that says free legal aid. Now, if government is making any law related to advocate, government has to remember that free legal aid should be considered. Free legal aid should be one of the provisions of that act. But again, please remember it's non-binding. Now, DPSP, they are there in part 4th of the Constitution, from Article 36 to Article number 51.
Download the SSB SureShot app from Google Play Store to access courses for written exams like NDA, CDS and AFCAT. You can also find courses for SSB Personality Development and Spoken English. Apply the coupon code SIGNUP15 to get 15% off on your first purchase. Call us on 725-930-7111 for any queries.
Article 36, similar to Article 12, it also defines the state, like it is exactly like Article 12, and it defines state. Basically, it tells that DPSP is applicable on whom? What is state? ये जो this word directive principles of the state policy है ना, ये जो ये state है, what do you mean by this state? This is what explained. This is actually what is explained in the article number 36. Article number 37 says that whatever, just don't remember this article, it's not important. Now, Article 38, it authorizes the state to secure a social order for the promotion of the welfare of the people. Basically, socialistic society. Article 38 tells us about the government. Whenever government is trying to make any sort of law, government has to keep in mind that a government has to create a socialistic type of society. I've already explained you what is socialistic, what is capitalistic. Okay, so socialistic is when people are coming on an equal platform. Okay, when resources are taken from the rich and they are being given to the poor people, when there is a society which makes welfare for the whole, every single section of the society, then that is known as socialistic order. Now, so Article 38 provides us for the socialistic environment. Article 39, what does Article 39 says? It says certain principles of policies to be followed by the state. Now, Article 39 says that there are few DPSPs which are mandatory, like government has to keep them in mind before making any laws. Article 39. It's not that important. Now, Article 39A, free legal advice. What does this free legal advice means? Acha, today I gave you, when we were studying about article number 14, I gave you an example. Let's say two boys. Okay. One is rich or middle class, and one is extremely poor. Poor is right, rich is wrong. Okay. Now, he doesn't have any money to hire a lawyer and to defend himself in the court. So do you think so? Don't you think so? This would be discrimination against this poor man if he is not having money, and due to lack of the money, he is not able to win his, he's still he is going behind the jail. Don't you think so? It's discrimination and inequality in our country. Yes. So that is why there is Article 39A says that in our country, a person who's not able to hire legal support, then government is liable to provide him for that. Our poor boy, he can move towards any court, and in the court there are government lawyers, and one of the government lawyers will defend this poor man for free, totally free. He doesn't need to pay anything, and this is what Article 39A says. It says to the government that whenever you're trying to make any policy related to legal aspect or legal hiring, you have to give an aspect, or you have to give a kind of an angle of free legal aid given to people. Okay. Next is article number 40, Organization of Village Panchayat, Gandhian principle. Please remember it, important. Okay, Gandhian principle. Gandhi suggested, one of the DPSP, that government should make laws while keeping in mind that there should be regular village panchayats. With village panchayats, what will happen? There would be disintegration or decentralization of power. For example, what I do, there's a marriage in your house. Okay, in your house, your father, your mother, you and your brother lives, and your brother's marriage is there. Okay, what if I give whole, I give every single arrangement to your, let's say, dur ke uncle? Do you all understand distant uncle? Yes or no? Yes. So will marriage be that feasible now to conduct? Can he make that sort of arrangements for marriage what you and your family can make? Tell me fast. Tell me, will your uncle be able to arrange for your brother's wedding well, or you would be able to do it well? He won't be able to do that, of course. Same happens in our government. Our nation is made up colony. Okay, colony ke baad wards. Then wards are divided into blocks. Blocks are divided into areas. Areas make districts. Towns. Towns make districts. Districts make cities. Cities makes one state. Once all the states together make nation, and here central government is sitting. Do you think so central government can make, even we have to go further, we have to go into the village divisions? So do you think so, like, central government can make effective laws for this unit crossing all the levels? Certainly not. That is why for the decentralization of the power, organization of village panchayats is mandatory, and it is given in the article number 40 that DPSP, like whenever government is trying to plan anything related to power sharing, federalism, government has to organize for the village panchayat also. Now, one point which you all need to remember, that is these DPSPs are not at all binding. When I say this, that these are not at all binding, I mean that if government wants, then government will take these guidelines seriously. If government doesn't want to take it seriously, they won't take it seriously at any condition. These are volunteer guidelines. ऐसा एक suggestion है. It's they are advisory in nature, that government has to keep it in mind. लेकिन we are not mandating it. Or what if government didn't keep it in mind? You cannot go to Supreme Court and you cannot say there is violation of DPSP. No, you can't say. Why? Because they are not enforced, they are not binding, they are not mandatory. They are advisory in nature, and it depends upon the government whether they want to keep it in view while making the laws or not. Is that clear to all of you? Yes or no? Fast. Okay, great. Now, next is Article 41, which tells us about a right to work, right to education, right to public assistance in certain cases. Like people should have right to work, and in this only we have right not to work also. If you don't want to work, nobody can force you to work. If you want to sit idle forever in your life and do begging and ask for alms from the people, you can do that. It's totally your choice. Okay. Article 42. Article 42 says that just and humane conditions of work, maternity leaves. You'll see in many of the businesses or in many of the corporation work, you would find maternity leaves. Or in every government job, you would find maternity leave. Article 42 tells people, it tells government that whenever you're making laws, you should ensure that people who are working in any sort of environment, that environment should be healthy. The conditions should be healthy enough that a person can be most efficient. Also, there should be maternity leave if somebody is pregnant and trying to seek a baby. Next, Article 43. Living wage, etc. for workers. What is living wage? So living wage is something that you are paying a person for his or her own work, whatever he has done for you, at least that much, that out of that money he can have a normal living. He can have a normal living. इतना तो पैसा दो कि इंसान जिंदा रह पाए. We know that in India we have a lot of day-based laborers. So we should provide at least that much amount to their work that they can live a life. Article 43A important. It gives participation of workers in the management of industries. It will open the scientific research, or it will open the brains. It will motivate them to get literate. So you will see, if someone is from business studies, they must have seen this principle of there are 14 principles of management, in which one of the principles says that participation of workers is also necessary in policy making, because a CEO who's sitting after like above the 15th or 16th position of a worker, he doesn't know what a worker is doing, how much time he's getting, or it is being applied, how much hours he putting, what is efficiency. He doesn't know anything about the practicality of the things. So workers should be included in the management of the industries. Next, Promotion of cooperative societies. What does promotion cooperative societies means? I explained you it well in fundamental rights chapter. Cooperative society is something when you all people are coming together, pooling things or pooling money in order to, lend the money to somebody who's there in need, in less interest or in no interest. So promotion, cooperative societies should be promoted. People should have cooperative societies because the interest is least, and cooperative societies lead to self-help groups. The best example of self-help group is Amul. Can you see now? It's a brand. Like it's one of the best brand of India. If you see in the dairy products, that came through cooperative society only.
Don't forget to subscribe to our new channel SSB Short Plus for exclusive new videos. Also follow us on Instagram for all the latest updates. Check out a Short guide to crack SSB on Amazon. The link is in the description below.